Hi, welcome back. My name is Skip Harlicka, and this is the third segment on the art of shooting a basketball my way. Before we get into the third segment, I'd like to review what we've done in the previous two. The first was we talked about the significance of having the ball on your fingertips, and that is where you have your best feeling in your hand. So it gives you the best chance when you're shooting. You're not throwing, you're not shot putting a basketball, you're shooting a basketball. Second, I'd like to talk about being squared, the significance of being squared to the basketball. Show you what I mean by that. If we're standing still waiting for a pass, we're moving our feet to get ourselves and our shoulders and our body square with the rim. I'm totally square with the rim. Or if I'm going to the right, I'm going to swing my hip and my foot here where you can see I'm squared. Because if I don't, if I'm going right, I'm going to float, and now I'm shooting a very difficult shot. The same is true when I'm going to my left. Throw your hip and your leg here, and it will help you square your body. Very important. Now, let's go to our third segment, which is the significance. This is very, very, very important on the follow-through and how I'd like your arm to be and the significance of the follow-through and so on. I would like to show you the follow-through. This is me when I was shooting, and you can see the follow-through. And one thing I would offer is that when my legendary coach wrote his book on basketball, he took me because of this follow-through, and I was the one that did the shooting. You will find this in my book called Find Yourself, Find Your Fit, A Lifetime Journey. And again, I've mentioned that while this is not strictly about basketball, it's an awful lot about life. At the very back, I list all these things about shooting. Now, let's get into our today's segment, and I will show you what I mean by follow through in your arm and so on. Now, I am right-handed, so I'm going to be using my right arm. If you were left-handed, you would be using your left arm, and it's the exact same thing. The first thing I want you to think about is bring your arm in close. So you're almost perpendicular here. You see, because every time I go like this, I'm creating a different shot. So I want to be in here like this, and one way to do it is just keep your arm fairly close to your body. That's if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, the same way. Okay? So that's the first thing we want to do. Then a drill I would like to show you on, and this is how you shoot the basketball. What's important to know is your strength is not coming from your arm. If it is, you're throwing the basketball. Or your wrist. Your wrist needs to be strong for the release. But here's the form that we want. If you just take your underarm and do this. Just raise your arm, and eventually what will happen is my wrist will break, and that's your shot. Okay? Now, when we're talking about a follow-through, the significance of it is this. What great shooters know is that the ball isn't always going to go dead into the basket. They may be a little short, a little long, but they know if they have a pretty good arc on the ball, and if they have a soft follow-through compared, for instance, to a strong follow-through, jerking the ball back out of the basket almost, but have that soft follow-through, this helps you keep the ball around the rim and gives you a second and sometimes even a third chance that the ball will go into the basket. So I'd like to stand sideways here, show you the release, the follow-through. And to give you an example, I'll tell you a story. When I first got to school, I had a great coach on shooting, and he saw I had a flaw. I wasn't using a follow-through. He made me, when I would shoot, I would have to keep my hand up until the ball hit the ground. And this is how he corrected me bringing my hand down. Okay, so here it is again, smooth, nice and smooth. The release, you're guiding with your arm. That's all you're doing. your elbow, your wrist releases the basket, okay? Pushing it up, and then the soft and smooth follow through. Now, I'm going to take a few shots to show you about this. So let me get a ball, let me take a practice shot or so, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. As you can see, I'm keeping my hand extended, which gives me that soft follow through. So I want the ball soft at the rim. Now, focus. This is what gives me my best opportunity to get the ball in a basket. I believe it will give you your best opportunity to get the ball in the basket. And I'll leave this segment with this. Remember Steph Curry, what he does? Here his hand is like this, Stephen Curry. LeBron James, same thing, okay? And also Michael Jordan, same thing. And that's why they're doing it. So thank you for joining me. I hope you'll join next time when we'll talk about using your legs to get power in your shot. Have a great day.